Parade from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Lock in.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Out of bounds and sack.
He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
In on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now
on now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll toss to Jones running left. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2nd down. Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing. Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
4th down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. And that negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to gain a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw now. Here's Love. He sets up the screen to Jones. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Play action this time with Love. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Love now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
3rd down.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Kevin King, the former Washington Husky, there defensively.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. He's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Right there. 54. Right there.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Following the interception, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. throwing again. Love got a man. It's Tanyan complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Robert Tanyan. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Love from the gun. Able to find Switzer. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Love. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
56, right there, 56. Wild Bill, right 56, my 56.
Throwing here, Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bears have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the penalty, it's Jones. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard, 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Jones on the carry.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Packers.
Love looking to throw it. And able to find Allen Lazard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
It's a gain of
25 yards that time.
1st down, Green Bay.
Here's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Love. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
But that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. To the air again, Love. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the 1st. And the Bears will get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple.
To Aaron Jones. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. At the 45-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score.
You got him. You got him.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Check 24, check 24.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Looking to throw. Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A first throw for the backup Jackson. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Trubisky to throw again. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 more yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Mike by four. Watch the run. They're running it.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that they're...
There he goes, left side. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. To throw now. Here's Love. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears.
It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
56. Alert, 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 alert. 56.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Now it's Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 18. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the interception, Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play fake. Here's Love. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I can go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Complete to number 17.
Davante Adams.
Touchdown.
There to make the grab. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. They'll run on second down with Cohen, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. And Jennings has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
Gain on the play.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the gun, Jackson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Dean Lowry. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
On the play. It's now 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's complete to Mooney. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. but they allow the conversion.
At the 40-yard line.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On the draw, this is Cohen. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
His own 6-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers, he sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
Taken down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
On third down, here's Jones. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or are you just hopeful? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Set the tone, defense. Hey, watch that. Check. 54. Right, 54. Cross the slant.
They try again with Cohen. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yards on the punt with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal.
I can't believe they even let you play. Check.
Again, it's Cohen. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch him.
They go play action with Trubisky. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's into the clear. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now it's Patterson. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Flush to his right. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 23-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. This thrown quickly out to Jones. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Rodgers to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
46-yard punt.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Here's Trubisky. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he just clocked it. But the clock wasn't even moving. Well, that's one you don't see very often, a wasted down. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 27-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. From the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Just like that. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch.
On first down, Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT.
Touchdown, Bears.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got